Hey there, everyone.
Welcome in, everybody.
Hope everything is sounds okay. You can hear me. My
Can
voice
hear
is a
you
little low tonight because I been sick all week. If you follow me on Twitch, you know I have not been here at all.
fine.
Um,
Yes,
and
that did kind of concern me that I was like, man, I hope I'm not that bad of a friend that I'm just missing every stream that he's doing.
no, it's just been such a rough weekend. I mean, I'm still technically sick, but the reason I didn't wasn't here last night was just mad at the American healthcare system, and I'm not going to talk about that tonight. We're going to talk about
Yep.
positive things and have a good time. So never mind about that.
let's definitely not talk about that.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. I've been mad about it all day. Um, anyway, welcome in episode 15 of Artisan Exchange. It is 9:17 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, no longer
Fine.
daylight time. On
There's no daylight.
Friday, Friday, November 21st, 2025. We only have a few more episodes left this year.
Yeah,
Um, a
I'm
quick.
pretty pumped about how this year has actually kind of flown by. It's
Yeah,
it's been super fun.
it has been,
Uh, I mean, we've done a lot of good conversations. We've had a lot of cool people on.
and it's been a
Would
very
love
short
to
running.
have some people come back.
We'll definitely have people back. I mean, we only started this 3 months ago. It's
3 months
still
ago. Yeah.
very much in its infancy. We'll go ahead and preemptively say, and I've talked a little bit to Viper and Doc about it. Um, Tentatively, we will still have this on normal time next Friday, um, if possible. The reason I say that is I will be in Ohio in parts unknown. My in-laws supposedly have a computer that I can set everything up. So I'm essentially just going to, after this podcast tonight, um, I'm going to save this scene as a scene file and throw it on a flash drive. And then when I get up there, I should be able to just download Streamlabs and throw the entire thing on there. It should pop it all back up the way I left it because I'll log in an account. I'll have Streamlabs
Oh,
Turbo,
neat.
Ultra, Plus, Expanded, whatever you want, whatever it's called. I forget what it's called. Um, so I should be able to still access everything that I have, and then it should be good to go. And as long as their internet, which their internet's better than ours here, um, uh,
That's good.
so it shouldn't be a problem. I'll just take my wife's Yeti and some headphones. So it won't be the best setup. I'll have a webcam instead of my Canon here, but it's a road trip. It's not
You
going to
know, it
be
is what it is.
yeah, it's not going
You
to be perfect.
know,
If that doesn't work for some reason, we will schedule a time. I'll be back Saturday night. So if we have to push it out one night or two nights, I'll make it work either of those nights if we have to. I
if
just
we
don't
do
want
have to do that, I'm still going to be streaming Friday night. Um,
good.
I'll just stream what I normally stream on Saturday on
Mm-hmm.
Friday. So
And that would work for me as
don't
long as it
push
works for Doc.
yourself to make, you know, things try to happen. If it doesn't look like it's going to happen, it's perfectly
Well, if it doesn't happen up there on Friday,
fine.
Saturday shouldn't be an issue because I almost always stream the night I get back because we usually get back around 4 or 5 p.m. and
Yeah.
that's like what time I get home from work anyways. And driving 8 to 10 hours does not exhaust me any more than sitting at a desk for 8.5 does. So I
It
have no
irritates
problem.
me, but that's a completely different reason.
Oh, it irritates me because it's a 400-mile drive. It's only theoretically
Oh, I
supposed to be
know.
6.5, and
Oh,
it
I
ends up
know.
being 9 every time. I tell you I I'm so glad
So
her
I
parents
used
moved.
to start where we live. Well,
Mhm.
not exactly where we live, but um maybe like 15, 20 minutes outside of the town that we live in. Well, technically it's between where me and you live. And then I would drive all the way to Hamtramck, Michigan in one day. Sleep
Good
there,
lord,
unload, load, and then drive back.
how far up in Michigan is that?
That's right outside Detroit.
So is it still Wayne County?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
I know
There's
a
a
lot of
lot of
counties. I have to learn them with my job.
uh,
So that's the eastern side on is that on Lake Erie?
I can tell you. I just know the name of the city was Hamtramck, Michigan, and it was forever to get there. Like
Well,
literally, I would sleep. Um, at the rest stop as soon as you hit Michigan. I would sleep there and then drive the rest of the way in, get unloaded, get loaded, and then drive all the way back home.
Well, I'm probably about 30 minutes away from you, um, but I still have
Yeah.
to, drive up to the same interstate. I pass roughly your area. And before her parents moved back to Ohio, they lived in Antioch, Illinois. Do you know where that is?
I do not.
Basically, hit 75 all the way up through and cut off on Louisville, and then go all the
Okay.
way through Indiana, through Indianapolis, and then right when you get to Gary, you cut left, go up Lake Michigan until you get to Chicago. Go like another hour past Chicago until you're basically shaking hands with the Wisconsin border. Then go another 20 minutes west of there. So like
Oh
her
wow.
parents literally lived on this. It's called Lake Catherine, and you could like. I'm not joking. You could probably kick a football hard enough that would fly across the border. So it was 600 miles from our house one
Yeah.
way, and it would always take us. It was estimated 9.5 hours, and it was never less than 12 when we did it.
Yeah.
And that was before we had two kids, so I don't even want to imagine what it would be like now that we have two.
Now this
But
was also in a 18 wheeler. I didn't have
yeah,
any kids to bother me. I did have a lot, cargo in the back slowing me down.
mm,
Going up 75's mountain, going 15 miles an hour, and the gas pedal is all the way to the floor.
so when
You
you
know,
went, did you go through Cincinnati or did you go through Louisville?
Went all the way through Cincinnati and
Yeah,
then Dayton,
Dayton.
Ohio, literally
Gotcha.
all the way up 75 up to Hamtramck, Michigan.
That does make sense because it is on the eastern side of Michigan.
Yeah,
You'd have no reason to cut through Indiana.
yeah. Now, if I was doing a reload after I got there, then I
Mm.
would take what I picked up down to Battle Creek
Battle
and
Creek.
then
Yeah.
transfer out and then take whatever is coming from Battle Creek to wherever it was supposed to go. I've done that a few times.
Anyone
That
who's from or not Michigan, Indiana, I mean nothing negative about you when I say this, but it is the most boring state to drive through that I've ever
it
seen in my
really
entire
is.
life.
Um,
Good lord,
when
I used to get
I
excited
was
when we would drive
training,
through.
we went to Indianapolis to pick
Yeah,
up some loads there for
everything
Denso.
south of Indianapolis is there's nothing there. The most excited I used to get on our way up there is when you would get between Indy and Gary, and you'd start seeing all the wind turbines, and I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my god, something to look at, because it is such a boring state. And no offense if you're from there, it's there's nothing wrong with that state. I still have always wanted to go to Fort Wayne in the northeastern side because that's where Sweetwater, the company, is
Oh,
from,
okay.
and they have every summer they have this thing called Gear Fest, where it's like this big kind of like a little festival where
I
they have
felt
like
like I drove through there.
you probably did based on where you said you went, but they
Yeah.
have like a thing every year where they have like really good deals on music products, and they have
I
like
got
events and like meet and greets and stuff. And I've always wanted to go, but like, why would I drive up that? There's no reason.
that.
It's just so far away.
Yeah,
But
the
yeah,
furthest out west that I've had to drive was either, and I'm not really sure where these actually line up. It's Kansas City, Kansas, or there was one other place in Texas. And I mean, they're both kind of far over there,
yeah.
so I'm not really sure exactly where they line up. But
The
driving
furthest
a truck
west,
was an experience. That's for
Antioch is
sure.
the furthest west and furthest north that I've ever driven. Now, while I was up there with her parents, I went a little further. They took us to Madison,
Hmm.
but they drove, so I technically haven't driven that far. But in terms of like east, furthest east I've ever gone was technically probably be like Charleston, South Carolina, because I mean it's the coast. You can't go much further
Yeah.
than the ocean. But south, Lord, I've never actually
I've
probably driven
never been
further
to Key
south than.
West. I've always wanted to go, obviously because I'm a big Jimmy Buffett fan. But
Mhm.
I've heard, once you're done with all the tourism stuff, there's not a whole lot to do. If you're not into the big party scene, there's not a whole lot to do in Key West.
Technically, I've been to a few places that are south. I've been to Valdosta, Georgia. I've been to Talladega, but these were
Okay.
all
I've been to
trips that
Talladega.
someone took me on. So
Yeah.
honestly, the furthest south I've ever driven um, would probably be Charleston, unless Chattanooga's technically further south. I've never gone
I
south.
don't know.
I've been to
Um,
Pittsburgh. I've
I've
been
been to
to.
Orlando. I've been
I've never
to
been to Florida.
Miami. I've been to a lot of the Florida ones. I've been to New Orleans. That's probably my favorite city
Yep.
um,
Never been to
that I've ever
Louisiana.
been to is New Orleans. I love it. God, I love it.
I need to see more states. But
You're working on it. You're
well, at
working on it.
least we are going to. We're leaving on Tuesday morning, and
You're
because
gonna
I
go
have
up
to
and
get
clap them
extra,
cheeks, aren't you?
I got to get extra blood work done at my doctor, which is on the is east of where I live. Um, in the county I grew up, I kept the same primary care my whole life. Um, so I'm not going to double back and go back through 75. So I'm going to
Yeah.
go up through West Virginia. And I was like, you know what? I've never gone through West Virginia on a weekday. I'm going to actually go inside
Not a
Charleston.
pleasant trip.
It's going
It's
to be
not a pleasant trip.
a long one, but it's going to be more to look at than 75 is at least.
Yeah.
I just wish it was a month earlier because the foliage is. I've driven through West Virginia in mid-October and it's beautiful, but now it's going to be mostly dead. But
I did not like West Virginia at all because they had like all the toll roads and
I've never
stuff
hit a
like
toll
that.
up there. The way I
Oh,
went
I
the
have.
first,
Oh my gosh,
I drove my wife
doing that in a
crazy.
truck sucks.
So
You
the
don't have
first
to
time we,
like pay for them, but they
I,
still suck.
I will hit tolls next week because I'm going to take the direct way up on the. It's not. Is it technically Blue Ridge Parkway, or is it?
Of where?
Is it West Virginia Turnpike? Whatever it is, the one that goes from
Probably
Bluefield.
Turnpike.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bluefield. Through
Yeah.
Beckley.
Hmm.
Um, but we didn't come that way because the first time we went, we actually. I said I'm going to do all these little places I wanted to go to, and we were just zigzagging all the place. We started in Johnson City, and I'm like, okay, now let's go to Pikeville, Kentucky. So we're shooting over, and Hannah's like, why? I'm like, because I took a church trip there 15 years ago, and I want to see what it looks like. And she's like,
I just want to
she
see
was,
the difference.
but what was cool is my cousin Blake was with me,
Yeah.
and his girlfriend is actually from that city, and it was so funny to me because he's like, she said this place is the size of Rutledge, and if you're not familiar with Rutledge, it's a tiny little town in Granger County, Tennessee. It's where I grew up. It has a population of like 1,500
500.
people. It has one red light, and he's like, yeah, she said it's just like Rutledge. I'm like, Pikeville has at least 15 restaurants. It has it has a
Yeah.
university. It has a college.
Yeah.
It's more like Jefferson
Pikeville is
City.
a whole.
Yeah.
Now I don't even know if it's. I think it's a little built up more than Jeff City.
What's crazy though is I was so excited. I'm like, I know we're gonna lose time, but I have to take you guys to the cutaway overlook because that is really cool. That's a cool city.
Pikeville.
Yeah, where they move the entire what was it? Move the entire river around the mountain. It's pretty sweet.
Yep.
But yeah, it was interesting. So then we cut across there, and then we were going to go to Huntington, and then we decided not to save time. So we just went straight to the Mothman Museum, which I will be making a pilgrimage back to next week. There will be
You will
documentation.
be clapping those Mothman cheeks.
Clapping
let me
those
tell you.
cheeks, baby. And then we're going to go to Charleston, and then we'll finally head on back to.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a long day, but it's going to be fun.
I mean, at least you're doing something. You're not just hauling cargo from here to there to there.
I
to
would
here.
rather have a 15-hour car ride where I'm seeing something every 2 hours than an 8-hour car ride where I'm seeing nothing the entire time.
No, you would not.
And yes, because I have driven I-75 so many times that I just want to take an Ambien and wake up there. I'm so tired of going on that stupid stretch of interstate with nothing to see. If I see
Oh, yeah.
Jellicoe one more time, I'm gonna scream.
I used to deliver Cokes in Jellicoe.
I hate going up there. Well, funny enough,
I do too.
I'm gonna
It's so
drive through.
bad.
I'm gonna drive it through Powell Valley tomorrow, just because I like that part. Once you get off at Cove Lake, and then I'm like, okay, now I care again.
Oh,
But,
okay.
but you don't get off at Cove Lake on the way up there. But anyway, enough about the road banter.
The road.
The road. Cormac McCarthy says.
Could be the name of the episode. On the,
The
road, again.
Uh,
Cool.
anyway, you had mentioned talking about.
Yeah. So we were actually supposed to talk about this last week, but we just kind of we went off the rails last week.
What are
But
we
it
even
was
talking?
so
I don't
much
remember
fun.
what it was last week.
Oh, I
Books and
don't know. We
stuff.
were all over the place last week. But we're going to talk about generational games. Now, it's either going to be games that mean a whole lot to you personally, or games that have changed the industry, whether it be, changing platform from 3D to 2D, a different, fighting style game, those kind of jumps,
I think we
I
should do
guess,
both.
to move forward. Yeah, like we're gonna do all those. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter which one. Yeah. So any of those, we'll go through, and I'll go ahead and let you start us off,
Ooh. Well,
unless you don't want to, and then I'll
no, I don't mind to. I wrote down some things, three games that I think that were hallmarks, basically benchmark points to things that changed gaming, whether or not they that change has lasted and has really amounted to anything, but it definitely shook things up at the time. Um, I think one of the first things that ever changed, because I am a spoilers. I'm 34. So my first game
way younger
console,
than I am.
first console was the Super Nintendo. I never had an NES, so I never technically had a console till Gen 4. And for people who don't know what that means, game consoles are roughly broken down by generations, and they really became mainstream for most people in the third generation with things like the NES and the Atari 7200.
Yeah, they get into the numbers, and I have no clue.
Yeah, Atari
I
always
just
had
call it Atari.
until the Jaguar. All the Ataris had just like weird numbers, but before that, there was things. It was called like the Philips Odyssey or the Magnavox Odyssey, something like that. Philips
I don't know.
Magnavox used to be a
The only
company
thing I
my
remember,
grandmother worked
because my
for.
memo had an Atari, and
Yeah.
the only thing I remember is that dang joystick and that one button. That's all that I remember. She used to
Mm,
play this game called Joust, and that was
joust.
the only thing she ever played. And I had no clue what how to actually play it.
Well, I like I said, I never had anything. Technically, my first console was the Philips CDI,
Yeah.
and that if I could get to it, I would. It's actually no longer in my closet. I finally cleaned that thing out to where it could actually almost be used as a recording booth again. But I still have the console. I don't think it works anymore. But that would be a whole bonus episode talking about that
Yeah,
thing.
because I grew up with the Sega Genesis.
See, I never had one.
Yeah, it
But
was
the
me and my
Genesis
sister.
was Gen 4, so
Oh,
we're still kind of the same generation there. I think Genesis was Sega's first foray into it, and they released that at the same time that Super Nintendo came out.
Super Nintendo did.
So definitely the Super Nintendo itself revolutionized things by moving things to the 16-bit from the 8-bit generation.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say revolutionized gaming as much as 3D did, and
And then 3D, you go into
the fifth generation with the
yeah, so
64-bit era
PS1,
and 64
64,
and the Sega
Dreamcast.
Dreamcast. Yeah,
Yeah,
Saturn was the third one. Or was Saturn first?
I had a Saturn,
I'm
so I'm not
blanking.
sure. I think Saturn came first, but it wasn't really 3D.
Yeah, the
There was like
Saturn was
hit or
in that
miss.
generation. The
Yeah.
Dreamcast was the PS2 generation, right?
No, it came right before PS2. It was in the N64 generation.
Oh man, I don't know. I never messed with Sega. I
Yeah,
recognize
because
that.
I was actually gifted one. One of my sister's friends, whenever she passed away,
Hmm.
he was like, "Hey, I'm not gonna use this. Do you want it?" And I was like, "Heck yeah, I want it." you know,
Actually, funny enough, something similar happened to me. My little cousin I was talking about a minute ago. His dad gave me a Game Gear. Do you know what that is?
Game Gear. Yeah,
Game Gear. It
I
did
I
not
never
work.
had one.
It didn't
I
work.
never had
He
one.
gave it to me though.
Um,
I still have the cartridge for Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for it.
one of my best friends growing up, I remember going over to his house and he had one. Because I always had the Game Boy, the freaking brick that you're
Mm.
about to build out of Legos soon. It's there, I
We'll
promise
make
you.
it. We'll either make it a follower goal of 175 or 200. We're at 159 right now. Let's make it happen, guys. Give me a reason to do it on here.
I just passed the 316 and I
Oh, that's
made a lot
awesome.
of Austin 316 jokes.
I didn't
But
even think about that. Oh, that's great.
yeah. Made a lot of those jokes actually.
I do have a Lego wreath we'll do for Christmas, so that'll probably end up being our
A
next
Lego
Lego
wreath.
project. Yeah, the Christmas one. I got it on sale. It's normally 100. I got it for 60. So
My shires still need to be worked on. I have not touched it in months.
you're what?
My shire, I got
Oh,
the Shire, the Lord of the Rings Shire.
oh, sweet.
I have one, two pieces built, and then some of the extra small little pieces.
Yeah, I would love to get the Zelda set, but I don't have $300 to drop on a Lego set right now.
Yeah, this is like 500.
I don't blame you though.
But
Oh,
I
so
mean, I did buy it from the Lego store, and it was
yeah,
there, and I was like, "Well, you're buying." I mean, if you see my wife's cabinet, she's got tons and tons of Legos,
Penny
and
Glenn
I
is
was like,
here.
"I just want
Says
one
Penny Glenn says we need a Lego tour. I actually
Lego."
probably could do that. I have
I
they're
could not do
sporadic around the
that.
house. My wife's office has my wife.
My wife.
She has all of the botanicals and Disney sets we've bought, but I have like a lot of the Harry Potter, the old discontinued like banner houses and the classroom books and stuff. But I have some
Yeah,
random stuff. Like I have a tuxedo cat over there. Once I get them built, I'll have the Game Boy.
tuxedo cat.
I love my tuxedo cat, dude. It's my favorite set. But yeah. But anyway, we're so off tangent.
Weird so off.
Um, I would have to say the first game I would say is influential. Is actually one of my favorite games of all time, and I would argue that probably the most revolutionary game at the time would be Super Mario 64.
Okay.
But I have a preference,
I
and you
never
know what it
actually
is.
beat that game. Like playing
I
it
did when
how
it was
you're
on DS,
supposed to
but
beat it.
I never did it on 64.
Yeah.
But it had a sister game from the same company that I arguably think is more important because it also took its
If you
respective
say
series.
Superman 64, I'm turning this stream off.
No, it was Duke Nukem Forever.
Dude,
Um,
forever.
no, this game also took its respective series to 3D, but I believe was one of the strongest evolutions of storytelling that we had seen in gaming at the time, and that's, of course, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Excuse
I
me,
would really
Ocarina of
like
Time.
to see that game kind of remastered.
Well, did you ever play the 3DS version?
I've never played it at all. I've
It was
only seen other people play it.
what you never played the at
I've
all?
never
Like,
played any of it.
oh my goodness.
Yeah. I watched a
Oh,
streamer on here play it, and I just kind of live
I
vicariously through
will
them.
say, I was kind of bummed out. Before Tears of the Kingdom came out a few years ago, I was going to play through the entire series, timeline and all. So I was going to play from the very beginning of the game before any timeline splits, and I was going to play through every single thing. And I got to like third game, I'm like, oh my god, I can't do this. By the time I got to Ocarina of Time, I will say, I finished it. I'm like, it's still a fun game, but I don't love it like I did as a kid. I still
That's
love it.
understandable.
I still
Because
love
the
it,
person that I
but
watched play it, I
mhm,
mean, they didn't really like it
mhm,
as much as everybody like claimed. Like she thought it was overhyped.
yeah.
So
It's definitely one of those games, and it scares me to say it because I think other games like I think like games like Final Fantasy VII, I probably wouldn't appreciate it as much if I didn't have the nostalgia for
yeah,
it.
I've only
Um,
played one Zelda game all the way through, and it's
which one was that?
the remaster of Link's Awakening.
That's a fun one though.
That is a fun one.
I
Like I
remember
really enjoyed
playing
that one.
I remember playing the DX. So the original game came out on the Game Boy and it was just called Link's Awakening and it had a gray
Yeah,
cartridge. But then they made a color version called DX and it had a black cartridge. And they basically the entire game was in color, and there was a secret dungeon called the Color Dungeon, where you had to like push these gravestones in a certain order, and then you did the dungeon, fought the mini boss, and then you basically got to
mm,
choose between a blue tunic or a red tunic. And so I think the Color Dungeon is in the remake.
yes,
Yeah, so that's where it first originated. So you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But the original game didn't have anything like that. But I always thought that was cool. But,
Cool. So the one that I think is revolutionary is probably, I mean, it's still pretty popular even today, going back, and it was Street Fighter 2.
oh yeah,
I mean, that one, I mean, you have so many, like, if you think what came before it and what came after it, I think that is kind of the point where everything changes. Because that's after that, you go into Mortal Kombat, you
yeah.
go into Tekken. Before that, you literally have, you know, two block fighters literally just punching each other. Like, I think that's where it kind of jumps. Um, and I loved it. I played it in my October retro month.
Hmm.
Uh, I still enjoy it. It's such a fun game. Now I'm not as good as I once was, with it, and I found that out very quick. But I think that as it comes to fighting games, I think that's the first jump into um, what was moving forward in the generation. Did you ever play it?
Street Fighter 2. Actually, I don't. I think I might have back on the Super Nintendo. I think a friend of mine had it, but I've never been a super big fighting game
Fighting,
person.
yeah,
Um,
and that's
unless
fair.
there is a specific, I don't want to use gimmick to it. Um,
Okay, like
my
Soul
two,
Calibur.
and only because the first one I ever played, and I can't believe we're finally getting this. Supposedly before the end of the year, Soul Calibur 3 is coming back to PlayStation Plus. Did you ever play 3?
I really didn't get into that whole series. I'm not sure which one I played.
We do have to acknowledge for a second, though, that if you name all the top fighting games of all time, in your top five, usually the ones that people know will mention Tekken and Soul Calibur, and you just gotta say that's pretty awesome that it's the same company made both of those. Bandai Namco apparently know how to make a fighting game,
Yeah.
but I do feel Soul Calibur has been mistreated.
So
And
which one has three?
three
Which one?
was PS2, and that's it.
I mean, like, did it have like any special characters or anything? Because the
Oh,
one that I remember had like Yoda.
that was four.
Four.
So
Okay.
the first game in the series, to make a brief stop, was actually called Soul Blade, and it
Okay.
was I think it was like an arcade game, and I have a disc for it. They made a PS1 version, but then the first Soul Calibur game, it gets kind of weird right there. But the first one that people really know was Soul Calibur 2. And that one was interesting because it was on PlayStation 2, GameCube, and Xbox. And depending on which version you had an exclusive character. If you played it on Xbox, you had Heihachi from Tekken. If you played it on
Okay.
Xbox, you had Spawn. And if you played it on GameCube, you had Link.
Ah.
And so that was always cool. 3 was the only one in the series that didn't have a guest character,
Okay.
but what they did was it was the first game in the series to have character creator, and you could basically,
Ah.
if you did the certain unlockables, you got the character creation to make the character. I think her name was Cosmos, and it was from was it like from Xenogears? I think was the series she was from, but it was a cool outfit. But then of course, like you said, 4 had Yoda, Darth Vader, and the Apprentice.
Yeah. And
Yoda, if you
then
played Xbox,
also the Assassin's Creed dude.
Ezio Auditore
Yeah.
Differenze
Whatever
was
his name is.
yeah, Ezio. That was on 5.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah. And then, of course, there was one game for the PSP called Soul Calibur Broken Destiny, and it had
Okay.
Kratos on it.
Hang on a minute, guys. You can keep talking though. I
Okay.
gotta jump away for a second.
Okay. And then Soul Calibur 6 was had Geralt of Rivera from Witcher. Um, I can't remember. Am I missing one? If they made a new Soul Calibur past that, I don't know. I wish the series would come back. 5 was like a weird continuation that went further in the future, and then 6 was like a reboot of the series. But yeah, Soul Calibur's been kind of like dead in the water for a long time, whereas Tekken just keeps getting updates. But I like Soul Calibur a lot, mostly because of the character creation. But yeah, like I said, that's the main reason I played Soul Calibur, was because it was. Oh, hang on, collab cam kicked Viper out. Let's fix it. Um,
Okay, I'm back.
he's back. Um,
I just dropped everything for a second.
it's all good. But yeah, I played Soul Calibur because of character creation. But each Soul Calibur had its uniqueness. 3 was my favorite because it was my first. It did have the character creation, but it also had this really cool mode called Chronicles of the Sword, and it was basically like a strategy tower defense game. And it was pretty neat. But also because, unlike a lot of games where you have unlockables, where it's just like, oh, just do this to unlock it, that game had all kinds of ways to unlock outfits and armor pieces and stuff. You could earn money from the Chronicles of the Sword. You could get certain things, and like it made you feel like you were working to build your character. So what I would do is, I was really big into Yu-Gi-Oh at the time. So all my custom troops were made based on like monster designs. So then I would like, every time I would unlock a piece of gear, I'm like, ooh, would that work on my character? And then I would just go and constantly edit the characters of the entire campaign. And I liked that. That was fun.
So Penny Glenn said, "What are your thoughts on the Game of the Year nominee?"
I want to say Expedition 33, but I haven't played it yet, so I can't say it in good faith.
I know.
That's
the only one that I would get.
I've actually been writing that down. I'm not going to say them all yet because I do want to do a retrospective when we do our last stream of the year, of the games that mattered the most to me. But I would say, if I can look at it real quick, what are you going to say for?
So I'm trying to think of all the games that are nominated. You got E33. You have trying to think.
I don't remember what's been
Elden
nominated.
Ring? Yeah.
If you count Night Rain, but I didn't even play it because I didn't care.
Let me pull that up.
I honestly don't know what has been. Of all the games I've played, none of them were even nominated, except for I think Silent Hill F might have been, but I wouldn't call it Game of the Year. It was probably one of the most fun things I've played this year, but I wouldn't call it my Game of the Year.
So, Claire Obscure.
Yeah.
Oh, that was literally the same thing.
She's posted it here.
Oh, okay.
Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, On the Beach, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Hades 2, Hollow Knight, Silk Song, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I've played none of them. I did not play a single one of those games.
Yeah, so literally Claire Obscure is the only one that I played of those. Now,
and to be
I do
fair,
know Death Stranding 2 cinematically is really, really impressive. Donkey Kong looked super fun. I have never played a Hades game, so I can't even try to comment on that one. Kingdom Come Deliverance. Did you ever play that one? The first one?
No, it looked fun though, but I never played it.
It was not fun.
Oh.
I did not enjoy it.
Okay.
It was so freaking hard. If you like difficult games, then that's probably the one you would enjoy. But man, the fighting style was extremely difficult. I mean, it was just a survival medieval crap game to me. But and then Hollow Knight, Silk Song. If you're into Castlevania type games, or what do they actually call them?
Metroidvanias.
Yeah. I've never been a fan of the. I've never actually played a whole lot of those, but I have watched quite a few people play that, and it looks cool, but it looks so frustrating. And I mean, if any of you guys have seen what I've been playing on in my October stuff, I get frustrated with that those games. I'm not going to, do something that challenging, especially with a platformer.
Well, let's just go ahead and say, because I've played none of them, I would base it on the one I want to play the most, and that's definitely Expedition 33. Yeah. Simply for the fact that it is a new IP where almost all these are sequels. It is an RPG. I love RPGs. It's primarily what I do on my channel. And the voice cast. Okay, I'm super excited. Anything with Charlie Cox in it, because he is Daredevil to me now. I love him in
Oh,
Daredevil.
okay.
But I also the Ben Starr is in it. I haven't actually played Final Fantasy 16 yet, but everyone says he was the best part of that game as well. Um, uh, what else?
At this point, Penny, I'm really thinking of the competition is how many awards that Claire Obscure can win this year.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it
I
already won
literally
Golden
think it's,
Joystick.
we're counting how many instead of are they going to.
Yeah, it's gonna get it. It's just how badly is it gonna get?
In my opinion.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, it already won like what 7 awards with Golden Joystick last week or this week.
And I'm excited for you to try it because I don't know, just emotionally
Hmm.
that game is, I mean,
I am
it has
seriously
Final
debating it.
Fantasy written all over it.
My biggest problem is I don't know if I want to stream it or not, because I think I don't want to, but I still want to be in a place where I have time to work on it. So
Yeah.
I'm taking a week off after Christmas, and I might start it then. And technically, I could talk about it on here when I do
Yeah.
my yearly retrospect, because I always do a stream on New Year's Eve. Well, I say always. This is literally the second year I've been streaming. Uh, Last year, we put a camera in the window to catch the illegal fireworks, and it's the one time no one shot them off in my
So you
neighborhood.
don't have to pay to play it.
Uh, so I have to pay to. So oh yeah. Well, hey, if you want to
She
watch it,
wants
I'll
you to
stream
play
it.
it on stream.
I'll
Yeah.
stream it if you
I,
want to
I
watch
would
it.
love to. Yeah.
Girl, you be
I,
here. I'll stream it. No, I do want to play it. I literally pre-ordered it. I've had it since day one, but
yeah. So I mean, you got some fantastic people doing the voice acting. You got Ben Starr, you got the
mm,
person that you just recommended.
Charlie Cox.
Yeah. I mean, you got fantastic voice actors. You got amazing story. You have a really innovative combat system.
Yeah,
I mean,
I've heard the
it
soundtrack
just
is incredible as well.
it hit every note that I wanted in a new video game.
What's crazy is when they first announced it, at like the Game Awards or whatever. I remember watching. I'm like, huh. I kind of think that might be good. I wonder if
Yeah.
anyone will talk about this. And then it came out, and everyone's like,
And it came out
"Oh,
of nowhere, on my radar.
yeah."
And that's what it is. But
But yeah, I'm you don't have to sell me on it, Harry. I'm already gonna play it. No, I'm excited about it. I just gotta. Thankfully, my focus is closing in, because I no longer feel worried about those Final Fantasy 15 Comrades trophies becoming unavailable. Even though I'm probably gonna put that off for another year. Even though I got my PS4 working, Alden wanted it back to play Paw Patrol, so I gave it back to him. And I'm just going to do it after I play 15 on stream next year. I might just have to push that up faster. 14, I'm almost finished with the PS4 trophies. I literally have like 12 trophies left. I have knocked the crap out of that in the past 2 weeks, and I love it. I got to start working on Dissidia, though. I don't want to. I'm so bored already.
I'm excited to play the 7 series.
I'm so excited to watch you play it. I'll be sitting popcorn. I'm not going to separate my boy from his Paw Patrol. But no, we're going to really try to work on 12 more once I get back from Ohio, and just take brief breaks for other games. But yeah, I think most of the grinding stuff is not taking all my time anymore. Infinity Nikki still is, but that's also because I wait till the last second to do any of the updates. And they only last for 4 weeks. So, but no, I'm gonna. I think I'm ready to start playing Expedition pretty soon.
I think you should definitely add it to you.
Anyway, what?
It's a good one. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Another
another one.
So derailed 30 minutes later. Also, my next influential game was.
So mine, you're automatically gonna know, is Final Fantasy X.
I'm glad you said it, because I didn't.
You know that I had to say that. Literally my favorite game of all time, and
Really, I didn't know that.
oh yeah,
Oh,
I have a tattoo of it on my leg.
I
Have
feel
I
like
not
you
showed it
deserve
to
my
you?
Titus action figure. Titus action
Titus.
figure. waiting for the comment from Penny Glenn.
Huh? For you, it's of. Sorry, my wife.
My wife.
Um. Anyway, so I think that that takes a step in the voice acting, takes a step in three. Well, I guess was nine considered technically 3D?
It was one of those that had the I mean, it was a 3D game, but it wasn't like a fully rendered
Okay.
3D. I mean, technically 10 still used backgrounds. I don't know really what you would call the graphical leap from
Yeah.
9 to 10 was, besides voice
But
acting
there
and
was a
computer
leap
graphics.
though.
Yeah.
There was a huge leap. It. I mean, obviously, any Final Fantasy, you're gonna dig into a whole lot of story. But yeah, I did delete the comment. I was already typing when you said that. I'm not gonna give you the set. What? I'm confused.
So if you're unaware, Penny was here when I was doing my stream of Final Fantasy X, and she would get very upset every time I would say Titus instead of Titus
Oh, okay.
because it's canon.
How do you know it's canon? How do you know it's canon?
Because in every spoken appearance except for one, it's always been said that way, and because the
We're from
name
the South, kid.
Titus is Titus like in the Bible.
When have we ever pronounced anything correctly?
But because his name,
Two
I, I,
against
know-
one.
I know we want to say Titus because it sounds like tide, which is water, and he's has an affinity for water. But his name translates in some, I can't remember what it is, to something. It has to do with like him and Yuna's names mean like sun and moon or something like that. I don't remember what it is, but and
Well,
it's,
I
it's
say Titus, and I don't care.
you say it all you want to. At least you have the corroboration that I think Selphie in Kingdom Hearts 2 calls him Titus. In one line, it's Titus, and that made it.
All it takes. That's all it takes.
So
Even though in Kingdom Hearts 1, they do say Titus, but that's a completely different character.
and they say Titus in every spoken line in Dissidia.
Well, who cares about the city? Nobody plays that game.
To hell
I
with
didn't even
that!
know
I
what it
don't
was.
like
I
it.
didn't even-
It doesn't fit my agenda, so it can die in a fire.
It doesn't exist. Okay, we're not gonna get political.
But I do want to say something because you were talking about Final Fantasy X.
Of course I.
If I can remember where I got this, I'm going to send you one.
What is it? Oh,
It is a music box that
yeah.
I bought. There was a store on Etsy, but they also sell it on Amazon. On the bottom, they have ingrained, listen to my story. The inside has the logo, and when you play it, sorry for the copyright, it plays Xanarkin
Oh man.
when you wind it. I actually have one for Dearly Beloved from Kingdom Hearts as well, but I bought it a few years ago, and I gave one as a present to someone, so I will try to find that, and I'll try to hook you up.
I'm gonna try to send you a picture of my tattoo because I don't think you've seen it because I haven't seen you in a long time since I got the tattoo. Actually,
I don't think I've seen you since you graduated. I think it was at your graduation party. It's the last time I ran into you.
yeah, I did not have a tattoo. Oh, that was. Yeah, I got some looks after I got the tattoo, and it took my parents a year to figure it out. That
Because
I had a tattoo.
we need to stop getting off tangent, but to read
Sorry.
Penny's comment, Xanarkin is one of the best pieces of music ever written.
I
know this-
completely agree.
Do you know the story of Xanarkin? The song?
I do not.
Nobuo Uematsu, if I remember this correctly, didn't even really want to include it into the game. He was just doing it as like a little piano or flute, like a little, I don't know if it's like an exercise or just supposed to be like just some kind of like almost not a throwaway piece. I gotta look it up because I shouldn't even have said anything because I don't remember the whole story. But someone at Square is like, no, this is a really good thing. It needs to be included in this game, and then it ends up being literally one of the two main themes of the entire game, and it's so iconic that I have met multiple people in my life who've never even played a Final Fantasy game, and they'll sit down at the piano. It's like, hey, listen to this, and they'll start playing. I'm like, how do you know that? It's like my cousin did it once.
It's such a pretty piece of music.
It's an amazing piece of music, and it's so simple. Like, I mean, I can't play piano worth.
Whenever
crap.
I did the 3 piece sonata that we had to write, I put that in the first movement of it. Okay, go ahead.
Penny.
Oh god.
Let's not call Uematsu a fool. He is a genius. Well. He's one of the greatest game composers ever.
I do what I want.
Oh God. Oh, I don't know. I'm not gonna make it through this podcast tonight.
Oh. Are you begging to get timed out?
He didn't disrespect it. He wrote it. He's the man who wrote it. He just didn't think it was going to have the caliber that it ended up having. No, we want you to speak. We don't want you to...
So I'm gonna ask you this question because I don't know the answer for myself yet. So I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Okay.
If he did not write Xanarkin, what song would open up the Final Fantasy X?
That I don't know. There are a lot of interesting musical bits.
It's packed full of good music.
Yeah, and Xanarkin is repeated a few times in the game. There's actually another motif that you know it as the track is called Spira Unplugged.
Yeah, I love that one.
It plays in the
probably
Moonflow.
My favorite.
I've wanted to learn how to play that. No, not that one. Sorry, that was on the guitar. I'm thinking of what's that?
Penny Glenn said he don't appreciate it.
There's one.
So
I can't remember.
Let me throw this to you, Penny. Since
that's not Spirit Unplugged. Spirit Unplugged is the one that's the acoustic guitar. That's Sudaki Dane. There is one that plays Xanarkin in the Moonflow though. But anyway.
So I think it would have to be the hymn.
That would be a very weird one to start the game with.
I mean, it would set the tone for the rest of it, though.
We're going to do a bonus episode on just the music of Final Fantasy, I swear. Because the Hymn of the Faith...
I'm all for that.
I have always wanted to know exactly what the harmony in Hymn of the Faith was, but to me, it's always been this haunting sound of...
Each hymn is different.
I know, but like the main one, once the altos and the sopranos come in, that harmony they hit, I never have been able to explain what.
The closest one that has most of them combined is the one on. Spoiler alert! If you have not played Final Fantasy X, spoiler alert in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On Mount Gagazet with the Ronsos is the closest that you have for a full mashup.
Not much of a spoiler, but
I mean, if you don't know, but in case anybody out there has not played Final Fantasy X that is listening, I gave them.
Well, there's something wrong with you if you haven't.
Plenty of time.
I don't want to go on a tirade, but I'm fully prepared to let this episode go a little bit longer if it has to. While we're talking about interesting Final Fantasy stories.
As we do.
Music stories. Final Fantasy VIII. Viper, you played this game far enough to know what I'm talking about here. At the very beginning, when you raid Dalit and you hear the track, it's the 8th track in the series, in the soundtrack called "The Landing." It's the one that starts with like the heartbeat kind of sound, and then the string, the bum 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 bum. Favorite track in the game. I'm still mad that it's not on Theatrhythm. It's a crime against humanity. But anyway. Back before the game came out, there was a demo disc that was given out at Pizza Hut, and it was
remember those
Dalit demo. If you have ever played it, almost all of the music is different, and it's not in the final product. And the original track played at the Dalit mission was just called "Raid on Dalit," and supposedly the reason it was changed is either a lawsuit was proposed or there was a fear of one from the movie The Rock that had just came
Oh
out,
yeah.
because they thought the theme of Radon Doll it was too similar to Hummel Gets the Rockets. Specifically,
Wow.
this one part where it goes bum 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 bum, and it's like I can kind of hear it, but
Yeah.
it's like four measures. But I'm kind of glad they did because the landing is just so good. It's like
Yeah.
one of my favorite tracks ever. But fun,
My
fun.
favorite was the one in the waltz in the
Oh, Waltz for the
ballroom.
Moon. Yeah,
Yeah.
the the
Okay.
leitmotif of
We're-
Eyes on Me, one of the best songs in the series. That if we can't say anything about Nobuo Uematsu is that he literally never wrote a bad vocal theme for the series. Eyes on Me, Melodies of Life, Sutaki Dane, Kiss Me Goodbye. Those are all
what was the one in 9?
Melodies of Life.
Oh, that's not the one that I was thinking of. Maybe it wasn't like a vocal. What's the one
The
that
main
I'm
theme
thinking
of
of?
9 was called um oh my
I
god.
am
Oh,
so
well, the main
scatterbrained.
theme of 9 was Melodies of Life.
Yeah, that's not the one that I was thinking of though.
Which one are you
Um,
thinking of? Because the world map theme is that is it.
it has like a name to it. I don't know. Hang on. You just keep
Okay.
talking.
But anyway, no, I love all that music. But I'd say my next influential game, because we're just gonna get right back into this. Um,
If you hear any music, let me know. 'Cause we do not need copyright.
okay. My next influential game, I would have to say, is World of Warcraft,
Okay.
because
Yeah.
while it was not the first MMO, it is
I think it's the
undeniably
first MMO that took off.
it's the most successful MMO ever.
Yeah. I mean, people still play it today. It's all
I played
over
it last
pop
night.
culture.
I'm gonna play it
You
after
know,
this stream because I got to finish my trading post for November. Um, but like I mean, there were things like EverQuest and other things like that and RuneScape before that. But World of Warcraft is
you're not alone.
it changed.
That's what
Oh
I
yeah,
was
you're
thinking.
not alone. That only ever plays once. But have you finished 9 before?
Yeah.
The moment when it plays "You're Not Alone" is it's incredible. I
I,
love
I,
"You're Not
I
Alone."
I knew it was on the tip of my tongue.
Oh, "You're Not Alone" is so good. I actually tried
Yeah.
to
It's
reorchestrate it
so
on actually I wouldn't say still working on it because I haven't touched it in like a year, but I was putting like real like higher quality instruments and redoing that.
Benny.
She's going off that. She's
She is.
mad at me. She's mad at me for
Man,
defending Uematsu for not believing in Xanderkin. She's mad at me for saying Titus.
it's funny. I'm gonna tell a story on my son for a
I
second.
know
So
you're not mad, Penny. I know you're not mad.
so uh
Obviously.
so we bought an air mattress and we had like the box that he found and he put
Mm-hmm.
in the living room. So he started bringing all his little action figure toys in there.
Mm-hmm.
So my wife was like, you know, you got to pick all these back up and put them back in your room, you know, before we go anywhere. He's like, okay. So he kept bringing them, bringing them, bringing them. And she's like, no, we're about to leave. You need to put them all back. And he's like, no, I'm not going to do it or whatever. And she gets a little frustrated with him. And he goes, calm down, take deep breaths. And she was like, oh. So, Benny, calm down, take deep breaths.
No, she's totally not mad. I know her pretty well. She's totally just joking.
Oh, I know.
But I
Dude,
guess we need to move on to our next I mean, I could say more about WoW, but I'm not gonna go off about it. I have played it off and on for years, but it's not my favorite game of all time. But I do have a lot of good memories with it.
yeah.
I will
So
say.
mine. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna go ahead and do my third and final influential game, but you go ahead and do yours.
Mine was probably be Skyrim. I think that
More
changes,
serious than mine was.
that changes a lot. I mean, it's one of the games that I have sucked, you know, over 300 hours into. I guarantee it. It's just you get lost in that universe. I think it's the first game that I've played that they have done that. I wasn't really a big Fallout guy.
Hmm.
Didn't really care too much for that series. I've tried it many, many times, so it's not like I just got distracted. It's just I don't know what it is that disconnects me from Fallout to Skyrim or Morrowind or any of
Yeah.
those. But I think Skyrim definitely hits every note that I want it to hit,
Yeah.
and it moved everything forward.
I've talked about my experience with Skyrim on here before, but
Yeah,
I got sucked into. I tried it out on my cousin's Xbox in December of 2012.
see, I showed up to it late. Like I know Sweater Vest, which is a friend of the streams. Um,
Mhm.
I saw him play it, whenever it first came out when we were in college, and I was like, okay. And then literally years later, I saw it on sale for like $10, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try this little Skyrim game out. Let's see how I like it. Dude, I got so addicted to it.
Yep, same here. I tried it
It's
because
just
my
so
cousin
great.
had it, and then I wanted it so bad, but his was a digital copy, so I couldn't borrow it. So I drove
Yeah.
all around town, and as soon as class started back after winter break, and I went and got it, and I played it for 2 straight months until I had every possible achievement
Little
on
Skyrim
360.
game.
Little Skyrim game. I heard this game called Skyrim.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my third and influential game that changed the gaming industry, and it's guys, this game made me who I am today. It was called Wii Sports. But let's be honest, when the Wii came out, that
What
was
was your sport?
bowling was my favorite one.
Bowling. Yep. Had to be. Either bowling or tennis. I don't think anybody has ever played, what was it, boxing
The
and
boxing was so freaking hard.
what was the other one? There was one more.
There was also baseball,
Baseball.
and there was a fifth one, um, golf.
Was there?
Golf.
Oh, I didn't even know about golf.
Hmm.
But yeah, it was either bowling or tennis every time. Boxing isn't hard.
But Wii Sports is technically one of the highest selling games of all time because it was
Oh, I'm
bundled with
sure.
the Wii, and the Wii was so popular when it came out.
I
Like
think Wii was in front of its time as far as consoles go.
we had trouble finding the PS5 because there was a global pandemic and a microchip shortage. We had
Yeah,
trouble finding the Wii because everyone wanted the Wii.
yeah.
Like you couldn't find it. I remember being in high school in '07 and sitting in our band room, and there was a guy in our class named Cody in band. He comes in, he's like, guys, I just heard that the Walmart in this town next over is going to have a shipment in today. And I'm like, oh my god. And I didn't even have a car or a license at the
That's
time.
literally what it felt like trying to get a PS5 at the very beginning.
Yeah. Well, I told my
Like,
grandma when she picked me up, I'm like, will you please take me up there to get one? And we got up there, and he's like, they got 9 in. And I got up there, and they had 5 left, and there was a woman in front of me had 2 in her arms. So I was like, I will murder you. You should only be allowed to buy one. So I ran up there and grabbed
oh,
mine, and I was like, so excited. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I finally have one.
that makes me say this statement, but do you miss Black Friday? Like actual Black Friday?
I only ever partooketh in what in it
Or
one time, and that was because um I want to say it was 2015, when I was in grad school. The Walmart had a special for like, I don't remember how much it was, but it was the Wii. It was the black Wii U with Splatoon and Smash Bros for like
Mm,
250 or something like that. It was
I've
like a
never played
really good deal.
Splatoon.
I didn't get into it because I didn't like the control scheme.
No,
But the concept of
never
it was
played it.
really cool. I thought it was a cool
Yeah,
game. I just didn't like
it
it.
looks cool.
It
Like
wasn't
the
comfortable.
visuals of it look really cool.
But
But yeah, so I will kind of give a hook into next week, but I do have a story about next week about how I didn't know that it was Black Friday and I went shopping. So
yeah, I'm gonna save. I'll save this then
I'm
for
gonna
Black
save that
Friday. We
story
should all talk
for
about Black
next
Friday
week.
because it will literally be Black Friday on next week's stream,
Yeah,
assuming it works in
yeah.
Ohio. I hope
Assuming
it
it
does.
works. If not, it'll be
I
Black
really hope
Saturday.
it does. Black Saturday, slightly gray Saturday.
Cool. Do you want to do the main event matchups for
If
tonight?
we have time, real quick, we've got one ad snooze left, so um, we do need to read
Doc.
Doc's off. He had three, and we can start with him since he's not
Yeah.
here
Because
tonight.
I can go through this pretty quick. Trying to pull his up.
I'm sorry. I'm blocked by
Oh no, you're good.
the Wisebot band heterosexual hoop KX. that's that's a name.
Yes, it is. All right.
Dangerous
So
link. Okay.
we'll start off with Docs. So he has Resident
do it?
Evil
Okay.
versus Silent Hill, Metal Gear Solid versus Splinter Cell, and then Mario versus uh, Legend of Zelda.
I'm gonna let you go because I can say mine in one breath.
Well, since I haven't played many Silent Hill games, Resident Evil is definitely going to.
Well, I can't agree with that, but that's fine.
No, I know. So I'll definitely pick Resident Evil on that one. I don't like Metal Gear Solid or Splinter Cell, so I'm just gonna say it's a no no count out. I'm not a stealth guy. And then Mario versus Legend of Zelda. I think Mario.
Oof, we're not
I think
agreeing
I'll
on
pick
anything on
Mario.
this point.
No.
I've played almost every Silent Hill and every Resident Evil game, but because when you really bring it down to it, Resident Evil is more action than it is
Mhm.
horror, and Silent Hill is psychological.
Yeah.
Silent Hill all the way. I love Silent Hill with a
That's
passion.
probably why I haven't gone back to Silent Hill 2.
Yeah. Metal Gear
It's
versus
not-
Splinter Cell. Never played Splinter Cell. Of the few Metal Gears I did play, I did enjoy them. But anything by Kojima just seems like an esoteric mess, and I know my house is going to burn down for saying that. But it's okay. Um, because I don't know. That's the reason I haven't played Death Stranding, because everything I've seen of Death Stranding, I'm just like, this just seems like an art piece. But I'll have to go Metal Gear on that one, and then Zelda over Mario. Just Zelda's just too iconic for me.
Yeah.
I love Zelda so much. I love Mario, but I love Zelda more.
All right. Do you want to go, or would you like me to go?
You go ahead, because I actually didn't do this yet. I didn't do my
Okay,
homework,
cool.
so I'm gonna have to come up with one.
I literally just came up with them right before we started. But so the first one is a uh, Tekken 3 versus Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance.
Ooh.
One that I just got into back into the Mortal Kombat with, and then Tekken 3 is my favorite Tekken. Um, then the next round is God of War, the original. You can either do the trilogy or you can do the one game. Versus GTA Vice City. Yeah.
Oh,
And
God.
then my main event is Final Fantasy X versus Kingdom Hearts 1.
Oh no! My first two PS2 games. Oh God!
So Kingdom Hearts
Oh,
1 made me
God.
buy the PS2. I had to save up enough money to literally buy. That will last one is
It is
impossible.
impossible. Oh my Lord!
It's a fight to the end, though.
What a Herculean task. Okay.
So Tekken 3 versus Mortal Kombat. Deadly
I've never
Alliance.
played Deadly Alliance, but it came out around the same time as Deception, and I have a
Yeah.
story about Deception, but we won't go into. I love Deception. I really hope that one day it somehow gets re-released. So I'm gonna have to give that one to Mortal Kombat. Um, Second round, gonna go with Vice City because I've never actually played. Did you mute that or
Yes, I
pause
did.
it? Okay, sweet. I was like, I missed it. I've never played God of War yet. It's on my list.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna do the whole series at some point.
So good.
But Vice City.
I have
was
not
good.
played the newer series yet.
I
It
have
keeps
them.
losing to anything that it comes up against. Because I literally flipped a coin to see if I
Mhm.
wanted to start God of War or The Last of Us, and The Last of Us won. And then
Yeah,
Final Fantasy X versus Kingdom Hearts 1. Final Fantasy X takes it for me. Even though I love Kingdom Hearts 1, I think
I
it's
was,
the
I
best
was,
one in the
I was,
series.
my legitimately my first thing to say was, well, Final Fantasy X's ending made me cry the first time. I'm like, but so did Kingdom Hearts, and I was like,
You know,
God,
this is Hogan versus Andre. In my
it's
opinion.
so
You know,
hard.
it's so good.
I honestly, I thought you were gonna say Final Fantasy X versus 7, and I was like, oh, that would actually have been easier because I would have said
Yeah.
7. Um, but I might
I
have to give
wasn't
it
gonna
to
make it.
I might have to give it to 10 because I already said that I like Kingdom Hearts 2 more than I like Kingdom Hearts 1, and I still think Final Fantasy X is a better game than Kingdom Hearts 2. So I don't know. Then again, I've also played Kingdom Hearts like 10 times and beat it. Uh, the Kingdom Hearts 2
One
against
thing that I
Final.
like about Kingdom Hearts of 1
Mhm.
against 2 and 3 and the rest 10 other games
It's
that,
grounded,
are
makes
the
more
side,
sense.
it is. It is. It's easy to follow. You don't have to have a whole lot of lore background behind you.
Mhm.
It's literally hack and slash and tell a good story.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah,
Final Fantasy X is a little bit different,
yeah.
but I mean, I couldn't tell you how many hours that I put in both of those games.
Okay. Let me do my list real quick
Okay,
before we
go
got
ahead.
3 minutes.
Yep.
Okay, lightning round. Um, uh, World of Warcraft versus RuneScape.
Okay.
Um,
I've never played RuneScape, but I played WoW once. So,
uh, Rock Band versus Guitar Hero.
okay. Which Guitar Hero? Doesn't
World
matter.
World Tour. I think that was the first one that had like the actual layout where you could play as a band.
Okay.
And then
May have played that one.
Final Fantasy VII versus Ocarina of Time.
Okay. Well, that one's easy for me.
For you, but oh my gosh, that one's hard for a lot of people.
All right. So, WoW would be the first one that I would pick. The second one would be, um, what was it? What was your matchup again?
Oh, Rock Band
Do you remember?
versus Guitar Hero World Tour.
So probably Guitar Hero.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then the last one would go Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, I do love me some Seven, man, especially because the expanded universe of it and the characters are just so. Cloud is my ride or die. He always has been my favorite character.
Yeah.
I love Cloud. All right, well, I hate to put such a little staccato ending on this, but we need to
Yeah.
jump out
We do
before
need to.
the ad is thrust upon everyone.
We have a
Um,
minute and a half.
yeah, you got someone to rate out to real quick.
Let's see here. Um, just kind of looking through my list right here.
Oh, throat hurts.
Do you know Wonder?
I
T
don't think so.
THX Wonder.
The name sounds familiar, but I don't know.
Okay. Uh, she's part of the cuties.
Okay, always good.
Let me know if you did not find her. But she's playing some Kirby Dreamland. But thanks for everybody for joining in. Thanks for all those who listen in the future. And we will be back next week, either Friday or Saturday, depending on what happens. Bye, Penny. Thank you for coming in. Did you find it?
I'm looking.
Oh, okay.
There it is.
You got 10 seconds.
I was spelling it wrong. Okay, well, we're rating out. We'll see you guys either next Friday or later. We'll post updates and let you know when the podcast is going to be if it's not on time. But
Yeah.
we will be back soon. I hope you guys have a great night. And I will see you all tomorrow on my channel with Final Fantasy 12. Catch Viper on his channel
Doing The
with
Last of Us Part 2.
excellent. We'll see you guys soon, and hopefully we will have Doc with us again. He is currently having a lot of fun doing things we're not going to talk about. It's not bad. See you guys. Hope you have a good night, and give some love to our
Wonder.
Rady. All right, see you guys.